Hi all, welcome back. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental questions in our field. What is software testing? Whether you are just starting out or looking to refresh your basics, understanding testing is a foundation for everything we do in quality assurance. So let us break it down together in simple terms. Think of software testing like baking a cake. You have a recipe, which is a requirement, you have an ingredients, which is a code, and you have an oven, which acts as an environment. Following the recipe is very important, but you also taste, smell, and check the texture to ensure everything turns out right. Testing is that taste test. It ensures your cake, which is we can think of like a software, is ready to delight the guests who are the end users. The purpose of software testing is very simple. Deliver a software that works reliably and satisfies the end user. But it is more than just finding bugs. It builds confidence. Developers, managers, and customers trust the software because they know it has been thoroughly tested. For example, imagine a shopping app. When a user adds the item to the cart and checks out, they expect the total to be correct and payment to go through smoothly. Without testing, a single mistake could cost the user money and damage the company's reputation. Now let us try to understand what is manual testing. Imagine you are an explorer stepping into a brand new city for the first time. The streets twist and turn, alleys hide surprises, and every corner could hold something unexpected. Your mission is to map the city carefully, note every details, and report anything unusual so that future travelers won't get lost. This is exactly what a manual tester does. But instead of a city, the terrain is here a software. You navigate the application like user, interacting with every features, buttons and links. You try to log in with a correct credential. Does it work? You enter a wrong password. Does it show a proper error? Click for forgot password. Does it trigger and reset email? Every action and observation helps to ensure the software behaves as expected. Unlike automated testing, manual testing does not rely on scripts or tools. It relies on human intelligence, creativity, and observations. These are the qualities that catch subtle issues machine might miss. Even in a world dominated by automation, manual testing remains irreplaceable. Now let us try to understand what is software testing all about. From the definition, the software testing is a process of evaluating a software application or a system to determine whether it meets a specified requirements and works as expected or as intended. It involves the systematic execution of test cases to identify the defects, ensure quality, and validate that software performs correctly in an expected scenarios. The key points that we need to consider during the software testing are the purpose. What is the purpose of software testing? It is mainly to detect the defects and ensure it behaves correctly. That is, ensure correctness. Reliability, it should operate in different environments and different conditions. The performance, how quickly the application can be accessed. The user satisfaction. These are the key purpose. Next, go to the scope. You can include the functional testing, non-functional testing, verification and validation. Approach, it involves manual testing, automated testing, or combination of both. Outcome, it provides a confidence in software's quality and stability for the production release. In short, software testing ensures that the software is both correct and fit for its intended use. Verification and validations are the two important terminologies that we use in software testing. Verification is the process of evaluating work products of software development phase to ensure they meet a specified requirement and design specification. It basically answers the following question: are we building the product correctly? The verification is also called as an static testing that basically involves a reviewing of all the software, the work products like the requirements, the designs, the test cases, the code, etc. etc. Okay, so this makes sure that you are building the product correctly or not. It basically focuses on the process and documentation. It ensures that software is being developed according to the specified requirements. They are typically performed through reviews, inspections, walkthroughs, and static analysis. One example for verification could be checking that system design document correctly implements all the specified requirements before the coding begins. If you take a real world example of constructing a house, the verification basically means, are we building the house correctly according to the blueprint? This involves the reviewing of your plan, the reviewing of your foundation, reviewing of your pillars, all the layers that comes as part of your construction. On the other hand, the validation is a process of evaluating the final software product to check whether it meets the business needs and fulfills its intended purpose. It answers the question, are we building the right product? The key points in validation is it focuses on actual product behavior. So the validation actually starts when the product is built. It ensures that software works as intended in the real world scenarios. Typically performed through the dynamic testing such as functional, system, integration and acceptance testing. Actually, we are running our test here. In case of verification, we are only walkthrough. We are doing the walkthrough of a code, walkthrough of the specification, review the specification. But in case of validation, we are actually checking the software by running some test cases in a manual or an automated way. Again, comparing to the analogy of constructing a house, the validation basically refers to, is this right house for the people who will live in it? Okay, this is a question that is answered by the validation. So in summary, testing early is like spotting a crack in the foundation before moving it. Fixing it is much cheaper and easier than repairing it later. Consider an online banking system wherein if a transaction fails due to a bug after the launch, the financial impact could be enormous. Catching it early avoids the disaster. Let us try to understand why testing is very important in a software development lifecycle. Imagine you're launching a new roller coaster at a theme park. You want it to be thrilling, but more importantly, it must be safe. Testing the roller coaster ensures that it moves correctly. The brakes works as expected, seats are secure, and riders are safe. Software testing is no different. Software testing ensures a quality. The users trust the software works correctly. User satisfaction. Bugs basically frustrate the users, just like a broken ride frustrates the visitors. Cost and efficiency. Fixing the issue early is far cheaper than post-release corrections. Security and performance. Software must be safe and it should be fast and it should be reliable. Critical defect prevention. Some bugs can cause financial, safety, or reputational damage. Think about software in banking, healthcare, automotive, and government systems. Even a tiny defect can have a catastrophic consequences. I have put across some of the real situations where they found that testing is very important. The one of them is Ariane 5 rocket. A bug in the internal reference system has caused the rocket to explode within 40 seconds of a launch, causing a loss of around 370 millions. The lesson learned here is critical system demand thorough testing. Knight Capital Group, poor testing in a trading platform triggered thousands of unintended trades in 45 minutes, causing a loss of 440 million. Lesson learned is even a minor changes needs exhaustive testing. Therac radiation machine, software error caused the patient to receive massive overdose of radiation, resulting at least 6 deaths. Lesson learned here is testing is a vital in a safety critical system like healthcare. Toyota, millions of cars recalled due to unintended acceleration caused by software glitches. So the automotive software must be rigorously tested because lot of life depends on it. Healthcare website launch. Website crashed due to inadequate load, integration, and user acceptance testing impacting millions of users. Lesson learned, large scale web applications needs thorough testing to handle stress and volume. So the key takeaway is testing is not just a phase, it is a safeguard. It ensures softwares work correctly, safely, and reliably, protecting both the users and the organization from catastrophic failures. Just like a roller coaster relies on a safety checks, software relies on testing to deliver a smooth, dependable experience. That brings us to the end of this session. In this session, we explored what is software testing and why the software testing is very important in a software development lifecycle. If you enjoyed this session, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more testing tutorials and insights. Thank you for watching.